What's poppin' is Caliph. I'm here to speak on some shit that I think's important while smoking this up with all of you. Oh shit, just dropped a bunch out there, but ain't a thing. Today I want to discuss the work of Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. I just read Meditations for the third time, perhaps, and I wanted to share some new thoughts that I had. But first, let's work this up. Might run a little, it's not my best work. Anyways, I'll start with sort of the genius of person background. Philosophy in Roman times was seen less as an academic discipline, although it was more seen as a way to live your life, where religion at that time was focused more on rituals, and it gave you no practical way to live your life. That's where philosophy came in. As a young aristocrat, Marcus grew up learning rhetoric, sort of the opposite. It's sort of the language of the Senate, learning to speak and be persuasive. But eventually, he met a few guys, and he pretty much despised rhetoric, and he wanted to live his life based in a type of philosophical thought at the time called Stoicism, although it's known a little bit differently today than it is back then. So, I have my notes right here. So, Marcus Aurelius actually wrote Meditations for himself. It was never meant to be. It was almost like a diary that we would consider today. However, he just wrote these aphorisms, and he wrote these repetitive sort of drilling into his mind these philosophical concepts that he should live his life by, this is popular. I can delve deep into each book, and they have no real chronological order. What I like about it is that if any of you have ever taken psychedelic substances, you'll have these sort of aha moments where you feel like you've suddenly figured out the answer to all the world's problems, right? This book is filled with those quotes. Every single one, well, not everyone. Some make little sense because he wrote them to himself, and he references events that we don't really know what happened there because they were for himself. He was really into this idea of living for others, and that the soul could not feel pain. Pain is perception, and you have the ability to essentially blot it out. You choose to feel the pain. And that goes into different types of pain. If you break your collarbone, It's going to be a different type of pain, whereas if you had a really good workout in the gym, say, and you feel sore, you're going to feel good about that pain. So that's sort of a brief overview. Hope you all are smoking along, I'm going to get to the criticism that I had this time around when I read the book. Okay. Beautiful backyard. So, obviously he grew up being groomed to be emperor. Very aristocratic lifestyle. So, he would consider slavery just a condition of the body, not of the mind, and that you could truly be free if you just chose not to think of yourself as being held back by the chains of slavery. But he was never a slave, so he has no understanding that that has real consequences and you only get one life. Although it does go deeper, because later in his life he had a tremendous amount of pain, and I feel like meditations was a way for him to justify that pain to himself. Simply because that was the only way he knew how to deal with it. He believed that everyone's soul was like an arm, and it played a part. And for society to function, every hand must play its part. But that's easy to say, coming from an emperor, to be fair. So that's sort of my criticisms. He has lots of great advice, but obviously, I mean, he was the Roman emperor in like 100 AD, so things were very different then. We can't judge him based off of standards that we've developed way later when he was dead. So that about concludes my criticisms. I didn't want this video to be too long. If people are interested, I can expand on it. I plan to do a video introducing myself, what this channel will be about. And I appreciate you for watching. Have a good day.